Hello and welcome to another video. I'm back today with another charity shop haul. Now this week I went to a place that I've never been to before. Every week I go to a different local town in my city and go around charity shops, but we decided to go somewhere a little bit different today. It is still a local town, just not one that we've actually visited before. So yeah, I did that, and I probably have done better than I ever have in charity shop haul. I've got a lot of stuff here. I did really well. So we're gonna have a look and see what I've got. So first off, It Happened to Me, Real Life Tales of the Paranormal, Volume 2. This is a publication from 14 Times. And these are stories from their letters pages of basically paranormal things that are purported to have happened to their readers. They are kind of like illustrated. There's a few adverts in here as well. But yeah, like a load of different stories from their readers' pages, which I thought was quite cool. So yeah, that was a nice find. I liked the idea of that so much. Also got volume 3. And volume 4. And volume 5. And volume 6. Quite a few. Unfortunately they didn't have volume 1, but we've got 2 to 6, so now I'm going to have a look, see if I can get volume 1, so I can have a complete set. It seems to go up to volume 6, and they're all kind of like the same format. Stuff from letters pages, stories, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm really interested in stuff like that, and to find kind of like 5 volumes of it in one shop, really good. No idea why they didn't have volume 1. Maybe they did have volume 1 and someone just bought that one and didn't pick up the others, who knows. But that was definitely a nice find there. Next up, moving on to the fiction stuff, we have Susan Howatch, The Devil on Lammas Night. So this appears to be some kind of like supernatural kind of story, from what I can tell from the back, saying Wales, and something about some kind of supernatural evil coming to a nudist group. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about, but yeah, nice little fun. I've never heard of that before, and yeah, quite a striking cover there as well. Next up we have one of the British Library Tales of the Weird books, The House on the Borderland by William Hope Hodgson. They've actually published quite a lot from William Hope Hodgson, but this is one that I did not have. So yep, nice addition to the collection. If you watched my last video, I showed off one of the new British Library Tales of the Weird books. In fact, I have it right here. That one, the Lost Stradivarius. So that's one of the new ones, because I do have a subscription to that, but that one I didn't have, so that's pretty cool. Next up we have H.P. Lovecraft and Others, Tales of the Cthulhu Mythos. So I have all of Lovecraft's fiction and poetry, but there are a lot of stories inspired by the Cthulhu mythos, and yeah, some quite nice authors in here. Quite a few stories there based on that, so that is a really nice find. Some really good picks from Lovecraft in there, as well as Cold Print, Ramsey Campbell, one of my favourite Ramsey Campbell short stories. Jerusalem's Lot by Stephen King. There's quite a few in here that I have read and are really good, and nice artwork on that as well. Next up we have The Poe Shadow. So this appears to be a book looking into the mysteries surrounding Edgar Allan Poe's death. The blurb is actually on the front inside on this one, and it's kind of like a fictionalized account of the circumstances surrounding his death. There was actually a film about the weird circumstances surrounding his death called The Raven. It had Edward Norton playing Edgar Allan Poe. I'm not sure if it was based on this. Maybe it was, not sure. But as a fan of Poe, this is definitely an interesting kind of book. Next up we have The Vampire Tapestry by Susie McKee Sharness. And I've been told that this one is particularly good. Not one I've actually heard about before, but yeah, I've definitely been told that this is a decent one, and I do like vampire stuff. They are my favourite like paranormal kind of creature, and should be pretty decent. Next up we have a hardback. In fact, all the rest are hardbacks. Michael Crichton, Sphere. So I have seen the film of this, which was okay. Wasn't great, but it was decent enough. And it's kind of like a science fiction horror kind of thing, where they find an alien spacecraft at the bottom of the ocean, and I believe it kind of like starts corrupting the minds of the people investigating it. And yeah, nice to have the book that it's based on. Next up we have The Haunting Season, Ghostly Tales for Long Winter Nights. Now I do actually already have this one, but I only have it in paperback, so I figured I would pick this up in hardback to replace that paperback. That's what's in it. Not a lot of stories, but some of them are a fair length. Next up we have something a bit different. One of these things is not like the other. Hearthstone Innkeeper's Tavern Cookbook. So I played Hearthstone back in the day. I don't play it anymore, but it is an online card battle game based on World of Warcraft, and this is a cookbook from it. There are quite a few video games with cookbooks attached to them. I actually have a pre-order for the Guild Wars 2 cookbook, and a friend of mine has the Final Fantasy XIV one. There are quite a few of these. They seem to be quite popular. I'm not sure I'd want to drink that with the cream floating on top, but okay. And there's a lot of different kind of things: sweets, pastries, drinks, basically like tavern food inspired by the games. And yeah, chances are I will never actually attempt any of these, but yeah, it's a nice little thing to have. I did put, back in the day, countless hours into Hearthstone. It is a fun game. It kind of got it ended up having a lot of the problems that Magic the Gathering does, in that it keeps adding new mechanics and you've got to keep up with the meta to actually do well. And it got to a point where kind of like I had decks that I liked playing, and it just couldn't keep up with newer decks, and I didn't really enjoy like playing a lot of the newer decks, so I kind of like drifted off it. Kind of the same reason I fell off Magic the Gathering. But it's definitely a fun game, and it is free, so if you want kind of like a decent card battler, then you can check Hearthstone out. You do pay for kind of like in-game items like card packs and stuff like that, but yeah, this video isn't a review of Hearthstone, so you can look elsewhere for that. The very last book I have, the most expensive one I picked up at £5, is this gorgeous hardcover of The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. Very nice hardcover. I'm not actually looked underneath the sleeve. Oh, it is actually blank underneath the sleeve. But yeah, really famous book. I do actually have this in paperback with an exclusive foreword by Peter Haining, so I will be keeping that paperback edition. But yes, it's just a nice hardback edition, really big, quite a striking look to it. Yeah, I will at some point get around to reading this. I was obsessed with the soundtrack to the musical as a kid. Listened to that a hell of a lot, but never actually read the book, so that's something that I want to do. And yeah, really nice to have a nice looking hardback of that. So yeah, that was everything that I picked up today. Like I said, this is the best that I've done in a long time, and we will definitely be going back to that town. Yeah, really glad I decided to go there today, picked up all this stuff. Now I have to kind of like go through and catalog all of this and put it in my database, and then put them all on the shelves. That's going to take a long time. So I'm going to get on with that. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.